Hello, here are some simple art tips just to help you. Tip number one is actually very simple. It's just grid. Let's say you have a let's just say you have a let's just say you have a picture that you want to draw. Here, that's the picture. We would actually find out the measurements. Let's say the picture is, I don't know, 2 feet that way, and just say it's 6 feet that way. So what you do is you divide it each side in half, and then divide each square in half, divide that in half again, and basically now you have a bunch of grids that are now on the paper. So what you do is you get another piece on your picture. So what you do now is get a blank piece of paper that's bigger, definitely that's a lot bigger than your current picture that you want to draw. What you then do is you draw a square. You draw these measurements. You draw lines of these measurements, the 2 feet and the 6 foot. Basically, you can rather double it to a 4 foot drawing to a 6 foot drawing, or you can minimize it to a 1 foot drawing to a 3 foot drawing. Basically, now you have your drawing, and then you have your drawing. And basically what you do, you just do the exact same thing we did at the first picture, and just keep dividing it in half until you basically get up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 16 squares for the picture. And basically what you do then is, let's say we have some sky and a piece of a tree up there. You see the tree? So basically what we do is, since we're focusing on that square alone, this individual square, you just draw what you see in that thing. This can actually really help you because you're focusing on that one little square at a time and not the whole picture. Because if you just pay attention to the little parts, you can go into much more detail in the little parts, and if it's a lot bigger or smaller, you can go into more detail either way, depending on how good you want it. But it basically helps you stay focused on each part and not your eyes jotting over to another section or another part like you'd do if you were just freehanding or not doing without doing all you know. It helps just basically stay focused. On to the next tip. Now, step number 2 is actually also another very simple one, is shading. Once you learn how to shade, you can actually make it look more three-dimensional and a whole lot better. Let's say we got a basic top hat. Just the basic top hat that you would see in, I don't know, Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. You get the belt there. You get the little circle thing is on it. Let me bring that down some. Sorry. And then basically, let's say the sun is coming in from this way. It's coming from this direction where I just drew the lines. Since this part is going to be very bright. This half is going to be very bright. But let's say if the top hat, or like if you're drawing a cowboy hat, they would have the divot right there. That divot by itself, unless if it's coming forward, it's going to be pretty dark. As you can clearly tell, it's going to be pretty dark. And then on the other half, that the sun isn't going to be hitting, is also going to be dark. But the closer it is to the base of the light, the lighter you need to make it, and the further away it is, the darker you need to make it. Lighter, closer to the sun, and darker to the further it is from the sun. Extremely simple tip that can actually help y'all. Another tip, which is the third tip, just draw every day. As like, I'll draw those things like Big Macs, or like this one that I came up with, or just simply try something even harder that could take a while, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That would actually really help y'all in the end. The fourth tip for this is actually just basically when you're drawing something like from an anime, or if you're just drawing a realistic human being, I would actually start with the basic shape. As you know, you just basically do, like, maybe if you're drawing Super Saiyan 3 Goku like I have up here, I would actually go with a circle or a circle or a right triangle going down. Simply just go, yeah, with like the triangle going down. And then like for the hands, you could also just do basically like a square shape. You know, squares for the hands. And basically after that, once you have the main outline of the thing, you know, just having the basic shape of it, it's actually a lot easier than it looks because you got the basic shape down. All you have to do is add all the extra lines, which can be time consuming, but really worth it in the end. Also, for the fifth tip, another good way to learn is actually trying to draw other people's artwork. Because, first of all, drawing another person's piece of artwork is actually one of the most flattering things you can ever do, is drawing someone's artwork, like how I try to draw Super Saiyan 3, which is originally created by Akira Toriyama. If you ever watched Dragon Ball, y'all know who that is. But basically, you would basically just try to draw other people's artworks, and then just try drawing some things on y'all's own. Here's another actually bonus tip or idea that you can actually use. When you're struggling with creativity or something you want to do, you can actually go look at what other people's done, or go look at what you've done in the past, see what you can improve there, or you can just do what I did here, which I just started doodling. I started doodling Mickey Mouse, and then I basically went just Texas Chainsaw Massacre with him. Drew some flames behind him, a black void, and gave him a leaf blower. I don't not know why, and then a blue thing. And that concludes some tips that you can use to help make you basically just a better artist. See you later. Bye.